Here, our goal is to simplify this algebraic expression. Notice that we have x squared minus 9 all over 2x squared minus 5x minus 3. First, let us factorize this expression that we have on the denominator. So we have 2x squared minus 5x minus 3. And so we ask ourselves, okay, notice this is negative 5, and notice that this is negative 3. So we say, okay, what two numbers that we can use that when we add them, we get negative 5, but when we multiply them, we also get negative 6. And so what two numbers, when we add them, we get negative 5, and when we multiply them, we get negative 6. Let's use negative 6 and 1. If we add negative 6 plus 1, we get negative 5. And if we do negative 6 times 1, we get negative 6. And so with that in mind, notice that we have a negative 5x, and we can express negative 5x as negative 6x plus 1x because negative 6x plus 1x is indeed negative 5x. Now we can factorize this expression and factorize this expression. And so we notice that 2x is a factor in this expression and in this expression. So we factor out the 2x, and we are left with x minus 3. And we know we're right because 2x multiplied by x is 2x squared, and 2x multiplied by negative 3 is negative 6x. And in this case, what we do, we notice that 1 is a factor in this term, and 1 is a factor in this term. So we factor out 1. And so we have 1 times x, which is 1x, and 1 times negative 3, which is negative 3. And if you look at this term, x minus 3 is a factor. And if you look at this term, we have x minus 3. So x minus 3 is a common factor. And so we can factor out the x minus 3. And if we factor out the x minus 3, well, we are left with 2x plus 1. And so we have 2x plus 1 right there. So we have x minus 3 multiplied by 2x plus 1. And this factored form is the factorized expression of this expression here. And so that means that 2x squared minus 5x minus 3 is equal to x minus 3 multiplied by 2x plus 1. And so that's what we have here. 2x squared minus 5x minus 3 is equal to x minus 3 multiplied by 2x plus 1. But notice here we have the difference of two squares formula. And the difference of two squares formula is appropriate because we have to factorize this numerator. Now this term is x squared and this term is 9, but 9 is 3 squared. And so we could use the difference of two squares in this particular, to factorize this particular expression. Notice that the difference of two squares formula says that if we have a squared minus b squared, all we need to do is take the square root of a squared, which is a, and take the square root of b squared, which is b, then add them and then subtract them. And so we have a plus b multiplied by a minus b. And so we have to take the square root of a squared. We have to take the square root of x squared, which is x, and the square root of 9, which is 3. And so we say x plus 3, and then x minus 3. Now in the formula, they have x plus 3 written first, then in the formula, they have a plus b written first, and then a minus b written second. But it doesn't matter which way you put it. You could put a minus b first, and then a minus b second, or you could put a plus b first, and then a minus b second. It doesn't matter. Once you have these two expressions multiplied, then it's right. So when we do it, we say x minus 3 first, and then x plus 3 second. And we could have put x plus 3 first, and then x minus 3 second. It doesn't matter. The expression is still the same. And so we have x squared minus 9, and that equals to x minus 3 multiplied by x plus 3 because of difference of two squares. And notice that we have x minus 3 here and x minus 3 here, so we can cancel out. We can cancel out these two, x minus 3 and x minus 3. And so we are left with x plus 3 all over 2x plus 1. And this is the answer to this question. Do we have any more steps? No, we don't have any more steps. This is the answer to this question. X plus 3 all over 2x plus 1. We don't have to keep the brackets. So if I were to add one more step, I would put this step, remove the brackets. We don't need the brackets anymore. So it's going to be x plus 3. Okay, x plus 3 all over 2x, all over 2x all over 2x plus 1. 2x plus 1. And that's the answer to this question. X plus 3 all over 2x plus 1. And that's the answer to this question.